out there, guitar heroes? All right, we're working on the D major pentatonic blues scale, and we're going to be in position number 1, way up here between the 9th and the 12th fret. So let's zoom in and take a little closer look. All right, so we're going to get started with the D major pentatonic blues scale series. So we've got 5 positions, and then we got an open position. And just for review purposes, it's called pentatonic because there's 5 notes out of the major scale, where there's 7 notes, just 5, and then we start over. So we play the 5 notes and then we play the same notes over again. So it's not like in these scales that there's 6 times 2 or 3 notes. They're just 5, and they just get repeated. And we're also going to take a look at the root notes, which are important to know because that's where you want to land on. If you're doing a little run in the scale, you always want to land on a root note, and then we're going to find the blues notes as well that you pass through. Okay, we're going to get started at the 10th fret, and that is our root note. That is a D. And then we're going to go 10, 12. And then we're going to move over to the A string, and it's going to be 9, 12. And the same with the D string, 9, 12. And when we get to the G string, it's going to be 9, 11. And then the B string, 10, 12, and then the high E, 10, 12. And of course, our other root note is going to be at the 10th fret of the high E. Let's go find that other root note that we missed the first time through. So on the high E, we're going to do a 12, 10, first root note, another 12, 10, and then when we get to the G string, 11, 9, and then when we get over to the D string, here's our other root note, and it's on the 12th fret of the D string. And then we're just going to follow back down on the A string with 12, 9, and then on the low E, a 12 to 10. Okay, now that we've identified the root notes, let's find the blue notes. And typically it's going to be on the 3rd and the 5th note, and then we're going to flatten that 3rd, and that's typically where it is. So if we start with a D, start with a root note, this is where we start counting. And that's a 1, and 2 is on the 12th, and then 3 is up here on the 9th fret. Well, we're going to have to flat this note by moving down 1, and that's going to be our blues note. Our second note, if we continue down the scale, is going to be here on the G string. It's going to be on the 10th fret of the G string. And then this is, if you don't know already, this is an A form bar chord at the 5th fret. One finger on the, play that A chord, don't worry about the high E. And of course my thumb generally is going to be on, when we're playing open A, thumb is on the E because we don't want that in the bar chord, we're okay. Except our root note is on the A string at the 5th fret. But this is a D form bar chord. So then you know when you play that all those notes line up in that scale. All right, so as I've done with all of the other scales, on my YouTube channel, there's a button called Playlist. Under the Playlist button, you're going to find a grouping of these scales. So there'll be A major pentatonic, B major pentatonic, and all the way through F eventually. I'm not done with all the majors. I am completed with all the minor pentatonics. So if you had a favorite pentatonic minor scale that you like, they're all completed already. A through G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's, I think F is the only one that's only got the 5 positions. All the other ones have 5 plus an open. Well, those are all complete. And what I'll do in this lesson is I'll put a link to the D major pentatonic. Obviously this will be the only lesson there because this is our first one, but eventually all 6 will be there. So hopefully that's going to help because you won't have to scroll or to search for the scale lessons. Well, I hope you got something out of this. Take it easy, and we'll see you next time.